All right, so today's tool of the day is this Dewalt DCF921. This is an impact wrench, and we're gonna go ahead and do a brief review on it. I currently have the DCF894. It's bigger, it's in the next level, so I wanted something a little bit compact. So we're gonna go ahead, test it out, and see if you might like something like this or not. So, all right guys, so let's get to it. So this is the Atomic Compact Series. Like I mentioned, it is 28% more compact than its predecessor. I believe that they are comparing it to the DCF894, which is the one that I have here next to me, and I show you the differences in sizes. Now it is 300 foot-pounds of fastening torque and 450 of breakaway torque. Now, if you're going to be using this for 450 to 500 foot-pound bolts, I would not recommend it. I would probably be safe to say something around 400 and less. If you're going to do small jobs and things of that nature. So if you're going to do anything, 450 and up or 450 range all the time, I would recommend you to go to the next level up. And like I said, this one here comes with the belt clip. It is a brushless motor, and it is very compact. It has LED, very nice. So this particular model, which is the DCF921, comes with the 1/2 inch, and it is the one with the hog ring anvil. Now, the one that I have, the 894, it has the 1/2 inch with the 10 pin, and I'll show you now. And then it also have an option to do 3/8 hog ring. So this one has 3 models. 921, which is the 1/2 inch with the hog ring. 922, which is the 1/2 inch with the 10 pin. 923 is the one with the 3/8 hog ring. So they don't make one that's 3/8 with the detent pin. Dewalt has the 90-day money back if you don't like the product, 3-year warranty, which is very nice, and 1-year service. All right, so here's some of the specs. So we have, with no load, we have 0 to 2,500 RPMs. Like I mentioned, this is the 1/2 inch hog ring. It has 0 to 3,550 impacts per minute, which is more than the 894, which has 0 to 3,100, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so on speed 1, you have 150 foot-pounds of fastening torque. Speed 2, you have the 300 fastening torque, and it has 450 foot-pounds of breakaway torque. The tool is about 4.95 in length, and it weighs about 2.47 pounds as per the manual. So, like I said, this is the DCF921B. All right, so let's go into a little bit close-up of the tool. I had purchased the 911, and it was a little smaller. It had about 400 breakaway and about 250 of fastening torque. I thought it was a little weak for my needs, so got rid of that, and I went ahead and purchased this one. Now, the great thing about this tool is that very compact. Like I said, it does have the hog ring, and it has 3 LEDs right here, which is pretty bright. You have your forward, reverse, and your lock. Famous Dewalt grip, which is nice. I have small hands, so it feels fantastic. Okay, so it has rubber here on the sides, so that way when you put the tool down, see, it doesn't slide all over the place, which I really like that. Now it has the settings right here, so you have 4 settings. You have the bolt, timber bolt, you have 1 and you have 2. Then you have your LED settings. You could turn it off, and then you have your low, and then you have your high. You have a Bluetooth adapter that you could install here to keep track of your tool in the job site. So you will remove these 2 screws, install the Bluetooth adapter. That way you could track it with your phone. And like I said, it works with 20-volt max batteries or the flex bolt batteries, which is very nice. It comes with a belt clip that you could put on either side on these little holes right here. Okay, and they also sell like this black cover, rubber cover protector for it. I'll put some of the links below for that if you want to buy that. It works with the 921, 922, and 923. And like I say, it has nice rubber protectors on pretty much all the edges. So we're gonna go ahead and put a little battery on it and show you what the little features. Now, this is the 894. It's pretty much, look at the size difference. So they're comparing this pretty much to this because it has more impacts per minute. So, I gotta tell you, the 894, sometimes I've had a hard time removing some of the lug nuts in my vehicles. So, I gotta tell you, I'm kind of impressed with this little guy right here. But, it doesn't mean that it's a bad tool. So if you look at the sizes, look at that, the depth, and the height, it's about the same. It's not that much difference. The height of them, it's about the same. There's not much difference on the height. It's pretty much the depth. I believe the width is just off by a little bit. So, you know, all right, so this is the 1/2" detent pin. And sometimes this little pin could get, it gets stuck. Like in my case, this one's getting stuck now. I have to grease it up. But I believe that they do sell a little, you know, a little replacement that you can replace it so you don't have to replace the whole anvil. And I've been using the 10 pin, you know, for a long time. I started using the hog ring, and I like the hog ring. I see that it has less play when you put on the sockets, which I really like that. So, all right, let's go ahead and put a little battery on it and see what features sound like and look like. There's the lock. So it's pretty quiet. I mean, I like it. Sounds nice and solid. So LEDs, like I mentioned, you could put it on low, put it on high. Turns off about a minute or so when you're done you're on your last pull, or you could turn it off again. If you don't need it, you know, you want to conserve some battery life, that is a great option. So on the 894, you can't turn it off. And I'll show you now what the difference are. So like I said, the LED works fantastic. The grip is excellent. I absolutely love the grip. And it has great protection all over the place, you know, all this stuff. All right, so you have the 4 settings. You know, you have your bolt, timber bolt, and you have 1 and 2. So you could go ahead and change them. So obviously if you go to 1, you have the 150 foot-pounds, and number 2, you have the 300. So with that said, I feel like this tool right here is perfect for my needs. I don't think I'm gonna need anything bigger than this. So it is comparable to the 894. So it's a possibility that the 894 might get sold. We don't know yet, so we'll see. All right, the 894 comes with an LED that you can't really, it's either on or on. You know, it turns off automatically. Then you have your low, medium, and then your high. You know, and that's pretty much all you get on the 894. And like I said, you still have your protection as far as, you know, taking care of the tool. And, you know, you do have for your belt clip. It doesn't have for the Bluetooth option. But, you know, like I said, this is for more like automotive. And, you know, it's been okay for me. Sometimes it is a little loud when I try to take off some of the bolts, that it's a little bit annoying. And, you know, this one, you know, obviously you can still, you know, hear it, but it's not as annoying as the 894. But definitely the size difference, you know, it's a lot. So we're going to go ahead and test them out, see how they do out there in the wild. And all right, guys, so right here we are at 250 foot-pounds. We did the other test before, and after this I have a big breaker bar that I'm going to go ahead and you know, push it over the 250 to see if, you know, which one holds up a little bit better. All right, this is the DCF921, so we're going to start with that. Fully charged 4-amp batteries. Here we go. All right, now we're going to go ahead and try the 894 at 250 foot-pounds. All right, so 4 amps, same battery, fully charged. I got 2 brand new 4-amp batteries. All right, here we go. Kind of seemed like the 894 was just a tad bit faster. Nice. All right, we're gonna try the 921. Still fully charged. All right, let's go. It did it. All right, with the 894, fully charged. Give it a whack. round 2. We're on number 2 here. Battery is to a full. This 894 on high, still has fully charged, so see how it does. Ready? Still have number 2 fully charged. All right, last round. To a full on high. Here we go. All right, let's check the temperatures. About 107, about 105, so pretty much about the same, more or less. In the past, I've never actually used, one of these type of sockets, so I realized that, even sometimes I will put tape around them, the tape will fall off, and the next time I use it, the tape is like all sticky and stuff. So that's it, that's why I decided to, buy one of these, sockets that are designed for your wheels. So, like these are all like silver painted wheels. And, my son's car also has the same thing. So every time we actually put a socket in there, somehow we end up scratching it. So that's why I said, enough is enough. Get one of these, problem solved. And like I say, look at the size of this little guy right here, which is going to be perfect for removing these sockets. So how easy that came out? Beautiful. Perfect. Guys, it's no brainer. You always should torque your lug nuts. Always look for the manufacturer's specs, and then have your lug nuts torqued. You don't want to over tighten them. You never know, you're out there, you get a flat tire, then you can't remove them. I've had that issue. I bought my car and I couldn't take the lug nuts out. I needed a breakaway bar. But if you imagine, if you're out there somewhere, and obviously you're not going to have one of these, so you're going to have that tiny little one that comes with the car. Obviously not this car, doesn't have a spare tire, but the other day I tried to take one of the wheels off. I couldn't even do it. I needed a huge breakaway bar. So that's why it's so important to have these torqued at manufacturer specs. So just a tip. So all right, guys, so I'm very pleased with the DCF921. It is a keeper. I love the compact size of it. It is from their Atomic line. So we are going to be using it for wheels and tires and small jobs. So this is definitely a keeper. Very happy. So if you have any questions, let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.